Okay, so welcome to today's Yin Yoga. In case you haven't done Yin Yoga before, it's a very gentle and very slow practice. We will be moving from posture to posture. We will stay in a posture for from 3 to 5 minutes. I will be showing the posture, but because this is a Yin and Sound Bath, I will also be taking moments in between to play on the crystal singing bowls, creating vibration and sound. What you need for today practice, if you have at home, maybe you have yoga blocks. 2 blocks are nice, otherwise you can press a pause and get go and get books or pillows. We have a yoga bolster, which is very helpful. You might want to take a few pillows and perhaps a blanket in case you get cold or maybe you need to sit on it. So that's it. And let's start with a moment of grounding. So if you have something like a pillow or a block, maybe you want to sit a little higher. That's often much easier. And let's close the eyes. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders to the back. Make sure you're sitting straight, your spine upright. And take a moment to really arrive into the present moment, onto the mat, into your own body. Take a few deep breaths, maybe inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again, deep inhale and exhale. Go a few more rounds. And with every exhale, just allow yourself to release whatever is no longer serving you. Take a few moments to release any tightness from your toes, the soles of your feet, the ankles, from your calf muscles, your shins, your thighs, your glutes. Feel the weight of your hands on your knees, on your thighs. And feel the weight of your body onto the sitting bones. Allow yourself to release any tensions from the lower back, middle back, upper back. Maybe you want to make a few movements with your shoulders, rolling them to the back, opening the chest. Take a moment to notice your neck. If you feel any tensions, maybe you want to add some gentle, very gentle movements. And relax your jaws. It's the area where we very often hold a lot of tensions. Softening the tongue from the root to the tip. And your cheeks, your eyeballs, eyebrows. In your own time, don't rush there. Just whenever you're ready. Relax your facial muscles. Relax the entire front side and the back side of your body. And take a moment now to check with your breath, just noticing what are the qualities of your breath right now. Is your breath fast or short? Slow? Is it agitated or smooth? Are you breathing more into your belly, more into chest? You don't have to change anything, just observe, just notice. And finally, take a moment to check in with yourself. What's your energy today, right now? What are your thoughts, emotions? Again, without making any judgments, just allow yourself to feel whatever is showing up. Maybe there's an intention for this practice. Just give yourself a moment to set it. And when you feel you're ready, maybe you're going to take your hands in front of the chest, palms touching. And from here, let's bow head in the direction of the chest in the symbolic gesture of surrendering your mind to the wisdom of your heart. And when you're ready, gently releasing your hands, your head, blinking your eyes open. Okay, so let's go for the first posture. We will go in for a butterfly. A butterfly is a forward fold. Maybe you want to use the pillow or a bolster under your knees. Yeah, it might be too soft. Okay, so we are going for a forward fold. We're going to take soles of the feet to tap. And from here, we just allow hands to walk to the front. You're rounding the back. The pillow will help you not to feel too much tension in the hips. So if you feel that you're very open in your hips, you can also remove the pillow. You can also use the blocks in case you feel too much pull here. Don't try to take your feet too close, rather creating this diamond shape. Yeah, too close from the pelvis, rather further away. Make yourself comfortable. If you feel a lot of tension on the back, you might also use your blocks as for support. But I think for you it's okay, right? Yeah. This is possible, and just allow your body to guide you. If after a few moments you feel you need to move deeper, just move deeper. If you feel you need support, you're gonna take support. Just remember that there is no pushing, no pulling. We are allowing, in Yin Yoga, we are allowing body to open in its own time and stretch to the level that it needs. Really never push anything. And then just start when you're ready. You can close your eyes and allow the body to guide you. Just take a moment to settle into this posture. Just allow yourself to arrive into your own body. Usually the first few moments are to really find the posture. And allow yourself to surrender. If your mind gets busy, try to connect with the sounds. Allow your body to keep melting into the ground, onto the blocks, the pillows. Remember that you never want to feel any pain. There might be a lot of stretching and even some discomfort, but no pain. In yoga is also a practice of learning how to stay with discomfort, but it's just never the red zone. Just noticing how the sensations in your body are changing. How with every breath, with every minute, can maybe release a little more tightness, a little more tensions. Just observe how maybe different your body feels right now from the first moment. Last few breaths, last few moments. And whenever you feel that you're ready, without any rush, maybe we slowly start releasing this posture. Just maybe walking hands closer, closer. Maybe you need to remove the pillow, maybe taking your knees together. Very often it's a nice to lean back, take hands behind, maybe you want to stretch out your legs, maybe you want to shake your legs a little. It also might be nice to take feet a little wider to the outer sides of the mat and go for a gentle twist. Just noticing if there are any other intuitive movements. Okay. And from here, we are going for quite a challenging position. We'll go in for a side stretch. So there are a few options. The full variation is where we go in for a wide-legged position. And we're going to take fingers to interlace behind the head. And from here, we are taking maybe first right elbow towards right knee, right thigh. So this is quite a challenging posture. Maybe for some of you, it's too much. So the first thing is that you might want to take, for example, blocks to the side. So you might want to go higher. You decide how much higher. And then again, along with the practice, maybe you lower the support. That's one thing. The other thing, for a lot of people, it's uncomfortable to be sitting like this. If you need, you can sit on the pillow or you can sit on the blanket. So when we sit a little higher, then the pelvis can roll a little more to the front and it makes it easier. Or if this is still not comfortable, you can go for a one-legged variation where you're gonna bend your left knee. So either way this or one leg, left leg bent. And from here, just finding your side stretch. This is quite a challenging posture, so maybe you stay a little longer, but remember that even though we are trying to stay for a certain period of time, there is no pain and no pushing, so you feel free to release it anytime. And we'll just settle into the posture. When you're ready, just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And just observe how your body is responding. This is quite a deep side stretch. Just keep noticing how your body is responding. There might be quite a deep stretch onto the left side. If at any point you need to take it higher, take support and go higher. Take a step back. If your body is asking you to go deeper, that's also fine. Try to stay connected with the present moment. Don't allow your mind to take over. Stay with the breath, stay with the sounds. If it gets heavy, you can also take that left hand over to your head. Just straighten it up over. If this feels better, it might be a little easier if you use your hand as a support for the hand. It's good to keep them where they are, but it might not be possible for today. This will not be full 5 minutes, so just stay a little longer. gently start finding your way to the center. Pretty intense, right? Yeah. And from here, whatever your variation is, maybe you go to the other side. You can go directly to the other side. Maybe you have to move the props to the other side if you use them. Maybe if you are in the one-legged variation, you bend your right leg. And just give yourself a moment to find a different side and be mindful that the other side might look different. It might feel very different. So just give yourself again a moment to settle in, to take as many props and to go for a variation that is supporting you. Deep breaths in and out. Take a moment to notice maybe this side feels very much different. Very often the right, left are look different, feel different. Try to stay connected with the present moment and allow your mind to take over. There is no pain, but perhaps a lot of deep stretch. A few more moments. Last few deep breaths in and out. Before you release, just notice maybe how different this posture feels from those first few moments. And take your time to slowly, gently release the posture, maybe walking your hands closer, maybe using your hands, taking your knees together. Get quite open in this posture. Again, maybe you feel like shaking your legs, stretching out, shaking. Just give yourself any extra movements. Any extra tension? So good, huh? Okay. So from here we are going for a little back bend. So we are going to use the block, and I would place the block to the lowest possible level. Unless some of you are really up for a challenge, you can go a little higher, but this is not really a thick layer level. So we're going to take actually we'll go in for a variation very similar to supported bridge. So we are actually, maybe we take the block for a moment to the side. We go onto the back flat. You want to maybe walk your hands a little closer, and from here we will take hips higher. We place the block under the sacral bone, so not the fleshy part of the buttocks and not your vertebrae. So really just there onto the bony part. And then we can start by hugging both knees into the chest. Make yourself comfortable, and we will keep hugging right knee into the chest. We will straighten up left leg onto the mat. Just staying here, hugging right knee into the chest, breathing in and out. If you feel at some point that this is not enough, you can take the block higher. But don't push your body. Just allow your body to guide you. A gentle backbend, a little activation here. Just keep allowing your body to surrender to the support of that block, the support of the ground underneath you. Allow the gravity to help you here. Last few moments, few more deep breaths in and out. And if you feel that you're ready, when you feel you're ready, maybe in a way you might want to hug that left knee into that chest. And change the hands, or for a moment you prefer to go with both legs straight. And then keep hugging your left knee and straighten up right leg onto the mat. And take a moment to just observe what are the sensations in your body, whether anything is changing in this posture on this side. Last few breaths, last few moments. And again, very slowly, very gently. When you feel that you're ready to start releasing that posture, maybe you're going to release the leg. Maybe you will bend the other leg. And from here, let's take hips a little higher. Let's remove the block. Give yourself a moment. If you prefer, you can stay with your knees bent. Just make your knees touch, feet a little wider. That's one option. Maybe for a moment you will go completely flat. Or maybe you want to hug your knees into the chest. Maybe give yourself a little massage here, a few circles with your knees in one direction, then a few circles in the other direction, or just a little rocking from side to side, maybe grabbing your wrists. Just give yourself a moment, don't rush into anything. Just notice how your body is resonating with that posture. I will not be rushing into the next one. All good? Okay. So, now while you're relaxing, I will explain the next posture. We'll go in for a supported twist. So for this posture, you might want to have blocks or pillows. It can be also pillow on the side. So we will need support on both sides. We will start by taking hands, again, hugging your knees into the chest. And from here, we will keep hugging right knee into the chest, straightening the left leg onto the mat. And with the help of left hand, shifting that right knee onto the left side. And again, this is yin practice, so you want to keep it as gentle as possible. So I would start with support, maybe even taking the blocks higher. Just make yourself comfortable. Make sure that both shoulders are on the ground. If you have enough space, take your hands completely to the side. Look to the opposite side of your bed. And then again, along with the practice, maybe you will lower the block. Maybe you don't need them. Maybe you will go completely onto the mat. There is not a one way. You have to find a way that is supportive for you, a gentle way. And you're going to try to keep breathing in and out into the lower back, into that abdominal area from where the twist is happening. Try to keep your right shoulder also grounded on the mat. Very good. Make sure that you're not pushing your body too much. At any point, if you feel like taking a step back, go softer, go higher with that leg. Or maybe you want to go deeper after a few breaths. Just noticing how your body is responding, how the sensations are shifting with every breath. Observing how the gravity is helping you by pulling the weight of your leg just deeper and deeper, deepening the twist. last few moments. Last few deep breaths in and out on this side. When you feel that you're ready, maybe slowly, gently start finding your way back into the center, and maybe you just go first with that right knee back into the center. Maybe you want to hug your left knee in. Maybe you want to move yourself a little from right to left. Perhaps drawing a few circles, one direction, the other, or some of you will feel that finding your shavasana for a moment, this complete stillness, is maybe a better choice. So give yourself a moment, allow your spine to find neutral position. We will not be rushing to the other side. Only when you feel that you're ready, only then. This time we will be hugging left knee into the chest. It's the easiest, starting with both legs hugged into both knees hugged into the chest, and then lowering right leg onto the mat straight. With the help of right hand, twisting that left knee to the right side. Again, keeping shoulders on the ground, maybe 90-degree angle, your left hand onto the mat. Take as much support as you need and relax into the sides of the twist. Taking a few deep breaths in and out into your belly, your lower back. Noticing how this side feels. If there are any different sensations. And when you feel that you're ready, no rush, taking your time to find your way to the center. Maybe just again hugging your knees into the chest, both of them, or maybe finding your way completely flat onto the mat. Just notice what feels better. Follow the sensation in your body, follow whatever feels better. Give yourself a few moments, and from there we will shift gently, slowly into the seated position. Maybe you want to do a little rocking back and forth, maybe taking your hands under the knees, rocking, or maybe just moving to the side and pressing all the way back into the seated position. This is also a very nice massage on the spine, that rocking back and forth, I like it too. And for the next posture, we will go in for toe stretch. And it's pretty challenging posture. Maybe you're gonna use the blocks for support. So I'm gonna show from the side here. We want to tuck the toes and we sit on the heels. Maybe you remove your pinkies from the way. The blocks might be helpful. Maybe you're gonna just take a little pressure off the toes. Very good, indeed. If you feel that there is pain, it's painful for the knees, you can always take your blanket under the knees. If it's very heavy, you can also try taking a block here in between the buttocks and your heels, but I think you will be fine. And this will not be 5 full minutes. This is surprisingly challenging posture, but I promise nothing wrong can happen. So did you tuck the toes? Yeah. Yeah. And again, the blocks might be there as a little support to take the edge off the toes, but maybe you're completely fine. And this will not be full 5 minutes. This is a very challenging posture. So we just don't push too much, but try to stay a little, closing your eyes. And focus on the breath. The more challenging the posture, the easier it might get to focus on the breath. Maybe even counting your breaths. Or if it helps, just shifting your awareness towards the sound and vibration. can stay a little longer if you want. But if you feel that you're ready, then we go to release slowly the posture. We can move into tabletop and then tap feet a few times. Start slowly, or maybe if it's hurtful to tap first, just wiggle your feet gently from right to left. And maybe more. And eventually it's even possible to stay easily 5-7 minutes. It's a very important posture, quite often forgotten, but also pretty heavy, right? Okay. We'll go for a chest opener now, where we'll move into puppy posture. We're gonna stay in tabletop just like we've been. And from here we will walk, so knees stay 90-degree angle. You only walk your hands to the front. You want to melt your chest onto the mat. Either way, forehead or chin onto the mat. So this is the posture. Usually we stay like that, but we stay only a few moments because we are staying longer. Maybe you want to take a support for the chest here. Maybe this is also an option for today. Or you can also take the bolster maybe across, just to support the area under the chest. If you want, if your head is too high, also use a block. I think maybe a cross will be more comfortable. Maybe just try because it's quite long. If you have a small pillow, it's okay. And then supporting your chest. So this is really opening for the heart, and it's quite a deep stretch for the shoulders. If you don't need it, that's also fine. Yeah. Just allow your heart to melt in the direction of the block, the mat, the bolster, a heart opener, chest opener, and a very deep stretch for the shoulder joints. Just keep observing how your body is responding. How your chest is melting deeper down. You might also feel a little back bend here. Just allow your body to guide you wherever you need to go. feel you're ready, maybe slowly walking your hands closer and closer back into tabletop. Don't rush it, take your time. Remove the pillow. And maybe we go for a few rounds of cat and cow. An inhale, looking up, creating a little back bend, and an exhale, rounding the back, pressing away from the mat. And again, inhale, looking up. And exhale, rounding. Or maybe some intuitive movements, any side stretches, any circles, any bigger intuitive sways with your body, just trying to release some of the tensions from the lower back. And for the last posture before Shavasana, before the last posture, we'll go in for Child's Pose as a counter posture, but maybe today we're going for that variation with knees together and hands alongside of the body. So you sit on the heels and you just go all the way down. If you want, you can create a construction here. You can support yourself. You can make it a bit more gentle, or just taking block under the forehead or a pillow. Just allow your spine to round. You want to create this nice big curve in the entire back. It's not easy to be breathing into the belly when the belly is so squeezed, but just try. Maybe you can soften some tightness in the lower back more. Breathing into the shoulder blade, shoulder joints, wherever you feel tensions. Feeling the weight of your head, your forehead onto the mat, onto the block, wherever it is. posture. Maybe moving your hands to the front, walking your hands closer. And from there, for a moment, maybe you want to go in for tabletop again, a few rounds here of cat and cow. If you feel tightness in the legs, maybe stretching one leg to the back, then the other, or maybe even for a moment you feel like going for a downward dog. Just walking the dog, bending one leg, straightening the other, just for a moment to stretch your legs, release any tensions. And from there we will go for the last posture of this practice, for Shavasana. So going completely flat on the mat, taking the soles of the feet to the corners of the mat. If you feel that your lower back is sensitive, if you take pillows or blocks under the knees, then the lower back curve will be more flat. So maybe you like this as a variation. You can also just go without any support into the classical Shavasana. And give yourself a few moments to allow your body to settle into this last posture of the practice. first, just start to deepen your breath. Take a few moments to start bringing a little awareness back into your body. Maybe a little wiggling with your fingers, your toes. Maybe a few circles with your wrist, your ankles. Don't rush it, take your time, but just slowly bringing a little awareness back into the body. Maybe you want to give yourself a nice big stretch, maybe hugging your knees into the chest, massaging your lower back for a moment, just again observing what is needed and follow the sensations of pleasure in your body. And eventually, with your eyes closed, your knees bent, maybe shifting to the sides. Take a few breaths on the side, don't rush getting up. And only when you feel you're ready, only then using your hands to press yourself back into the seated position. Let's meet with our eyes closed in any meditative posture. And from here, let's take hands in front of the chest, palms touching. Take a moment to check in with yourself. Check in what's your energy right now after your practice. What are your thoughts, emotions, and if anything feels maybe a little different than when you started before the practice. Remind yourself of intention if you had one. And whenever you're ready, bowing your head in the direction of the chest in this symbolic gesture of surrendering your mind to the wisdom of the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for finding the time for your practice, for showing up on the mat. Thank your body for allowing you to do those beautiful postures. And only when you're ready, slowly, gently releasing your head, your hands, keeping your eyes open. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Namaste.